Sky is always the limit. If you are not satisfied but happy, you can always grow more. And I guess, hi everyone, Jai Mata Di. Today as a mariner, I am going to cover a very important topic, that is myths attached with merchant navy. And I want each and every one of your relatives to watch this video, because there are a lot of taboos attached with merchant navy, and there are a lot of myths which keep disturbing us, keep haunting us day in and day out after every some time. So let's start with myths, guys. Number one myth is that merchant navy officers or mariners are drunkards. Well guys, it is far away from truth. Reason number one is that if you go on an oil tanker or gas tankers, 95% of the shipping companies have 0% alcohol policy. So we are not drunkards. Even on bulk carriers or containers, if at all we drink, there is a limited amount that we can drink. If we cross that limit, there are chances that we can lose our job, we can lose our identity. So we don't want to risk that. A second myth attached is that merchant navy officers, mariners have wives on every port. Guys, I have made a video, you can watch that video, that do mariners have wives on every port? And I have answered this very carefully. ये taboo हजारों साल से हमारे साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, जबकि it is far from truth. Today we are more educated. We know the harmful effects of HIV. We also know that we do not get opportunities to go outside ship anymore these days. And most importantly, last but not the least, we are there for a short stay these days. The contracts are not as long as they used to be. So we get a lot of time to spend with the family. And no, we are not interested anymore. Thank you very much. So the next myth is, we mariners are great swimmers. Take my example, guys. I still do not know how to swim. Yes, swimming is a very good exercise. Each and everybody should know it. But if you are not a good swimmer, does not mean that you cannot become a good mariner. Next myth is that merchant navy officers get salary all the year round. Well, in a few shipping companies like Shell, Chevron, these things still exist, that they are being paid at all the year end salary, but not the 90% of the shipping companies. Like I am sailing with a company where I get paid only for the time that I am sailing with them. So it's like on a contractual basis. So we are like contractual sailors. We join a shipping company, we start earning, and once we leave sailing, we come back home, we are not earning. But it has got its own advantages. I can decide my vacation myself, when to go and when to come back. So that matters. It's an added advantage. Today I want to start my own business. I don't want to go on ship for 1 year. I'm not going to lose a job, because after 1 year, if I want to go back again, and if I perform well on ship, there is nothing going to get lost. I'm going to get a job again. Another myth is piracy. Well guys, yes, piracy exists. Say in Gulf of Guinea, it used to exist in Somalia some time back. And some people have had horrible instances. But these kind of instances cannot force people to shy away from this glorious field, because problems are in every field that you can talk about. In each and every field. You talk about armed forces, sometimes you have to be away from your family for months, even for a year. You can't meet them, you cannot disclose your location. Not just that, you are riding on an active or a bike or a car, an accident can happen anytime, not just because of your mistake, but because of someone other's mistake as well. So risks are anywhere and everywhere. My advice is, join a good shipping company and lessen your risks. Another myth attached with merchant navy is that seafarers earn large amount of money. Yes guys, we earn a good amount of money. We are in the top 1% earners in the entire country. I completely agree with that as well. But still, sky is always the limit. If you are not satisfied but happy, you can always grow more. And I guess as a businessman, you can grow more. There have been people like Mr. Tikka, who was a chief engineer but started his own shipping company, started his own college called Samudra Institute of Maritime Studies. So these people inspire us to become better and bigger. Another myth attached with merchant navy is that it's a glamorous field and we get to visit a lot of exotic countries. Well, it used to be years back when the ship used to stay at port for longer periods. Today, it's all about cost and saving money. So now the port stays have become limited. And even if it's a limited port stay, a lot of headache is there, like port state inspection, flag state inspection, a lot of things going on. To be very honest, we do not want to go out. We want to sail for 4 to 5 months and then go back home. But if we do get a chance, we yes do visit those places. But if you are joining merchant navy thinking कि बहुत घूमने को मिलेगा, I'll visit this place and that place, no, then please don't join this profession. It can be an accident, but it is not going to be it cannot be like you should join thinking कि this मुझे घूमना ही है, then it's not going to be a solution. Another myth attached with merchant navy is that we are undereducated fools. Like I am just a B.Tech marine engineer, where I know people who are postgraduate, doctorate. So some people they say graduation hai. On comparison with deck side, they are just BSc nautical science officers. So we are undereducated. No, we are not, guys. We keep learning throughout our lives. Let's say at the age of 30 I was giving my class 1 exam. Some of my friends are giving at age 32, 33. So a lot of training goes on throughout our lives. We have to clear exams, we have to study a lot. See, handling a multi-million-dollar cargo on a multi-million-dollar ship, education is important, trust is important, training is important, and we are imparted that. So yes, we deserve that bit of respect as well. Another myth attached with merchant navy is that either they cannot take their families along with them, or they can take their families along with them all the time. So these are two myths attached. See, first of all, as a merchant navy officer, if you are a chief officer, captain, chief engineer, second engineer, in most of the companies you get an opportunity to carry your family, that is your immediate family, that is your wife and your children along with you on board ship. A few shipping companies also allow junior officers to carry their families along with them. Apart from that, I have never heard a crew rating carrying their families with them on board, and that's it. So guys, there are a lot of myths attached with each and every profession, but I feel we as mariners, because of lack of knowledge, lack of information, we face a lot of myths. If you have liked this video, please like it, share with your friends, most importantly your family, your relatives, कि भैया ये सब myths attached, but this is not who we are. So please stop asking those questions which disturb us, which perturb us, and sometimes we feel irritated as well. If you have liked the video, please like it, share it with your family and friends, and let them see that these are the myths attached with our profession, and this is who we are, or this is who we are not. Thank you very much.